Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Mr. Engineer YouTube channel. In this video, we will talk about most important electrical engineering MCQs, part 4. If you have not subscribed my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe my YouTube channel. Stay up to date with the latest information and technology and explore the world of engineering. So here we go. Our today's first MCQ is, if the firing angle in an sqrt rectifier is decreased, output will be option A is maximum, option B is increased, option C is decreased, option D is unaffected. So the correct option is option C, decrease, because the firing angle in an sqrt rectifier refers to the point in the AC voltage waveform at which the sqrt is triggered to conduct. By decreasing the fire angle, the time during which the sqrt is conducting is reduced, leading to a decrease in the amount of energy that is converted into the DC output. The result in a lower DC output voltage and current, so the output is decreased. So our next MCQ is, the day's time signal is described for all values of time. Option A is discrete, option B is continuous, option C is random, option D is digital. So our correct option is option B, continuous. Because a continuous time signal is defined for all values of time, this means that its value can change at any given instant, and it can take on any value within a defined range. This is contrast to a discrete time signal, which is defined only as specific equal speed points in the time, and to the digital time signal, which is represented by a sequence of discrete values. Random time signals are signals that are defined for all values of time, but their values are random or uncertain. So our next MCQ is, which of the following conditions relate line resistance and line reactance for maximum steady state power transmission on a transmission line? Option A is X equal to R, option B is R is equal to square root X, option C is X is equal to cubic square root R, option D is X is equal to R upon square root 2. So our correct option is R is equal to square cube root X, because in a transmission line, the power transmitted is maximum when the line resistance R and the line reactance X are such that the line impedance is purely resistive. The condition is achieved when the line resistance R is equal to the square root of 3 times the line reactance X. R is equal to square root cubic square root X. Moving towards next MCQs, there are various types of dependent sources depending on the controlling variable and output of the sources. Option A is 2, option B is 3, option C is 4, option D is 5. So our correct option is B, 3. There are 3 types of dependent sources depending on the controlling variable and output of the source. There are voltage control dependent source. In this type of dependent source, the output voltage is proportional to a controlling voltage. Second, current control dependent source. In this type of dependent source, the output current is proportional to the controlling current. And 3 is charge control dependent source. In this type of dependent source, the output is proportional to the charge on a capacitance. Moving towards next MCQs, discrete device field effect transistor is classified on the basis of resistive state, conducting state, voltaic state, D, control gate construction. So our correct option is D, control gate construction. Discrete field effect transistors (FETs) are classified on the basis of construction of the control gate. There are 2 main types of FETs. JFT, junction field effect transistor. In a JFET, the control gate is connected to the source and is used to control the flow of current through the channel by modulating the voltage drop across the channel. MOSFET, metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. In a MOSFET, the control gate is insulated from a channel and is used to control the flow of current through the channel by modulating the electric field across the channel. Moving towards next MCQs. At very sunny places, the sources of energy can be found. Option A is jet fuel, option B is geothermal, option C is solar, option D is control gate construction. So correct option is C, solar. The source of energy that can be found in very sunny places is solar energy. Therefore, the correct option is C, solar. Jet fuel is a fossil fuel derived from the crude oil and is not related to solar energy. Geothermal energy is heat energy that is generated and stored in the earth crust and it is not directly related to solar energy. Moving towards next MCQs. Main purpose of modulating process is to distort the original signal, add extra noise to the signal, reduce the mutual interference, time shifting in frequency, increase signal to noise ratio. So our correct option is E, increase signal to noise ratio. The main purpose of the modulation process is to increase the signal to noise ratio because modulation is a process of modifying a carrier signal to encode information from a message signal. The message signal contains the information that needs to be transmitted, and the carrier signal provides the means to transmit the information through the channel. The modulation process involves manipulating the amplitude, frequency, or phase of the carrier signal to carry the information from the signal message. Moving towards next MCQs. Which line is obtained by the method of least square? Option A is straight line, option B is second degree equation line, option C is polynomial equation line, option D base fit line. So our correct option is base fit line. The method of least squares is a statistically technique used to find the line there the base fit a set of data points. It works by minimizing the sum of squares of the difference between the observed value and the predicted value of the line. The line that results from this process is known as base fit because it minimizes the overall error or distance between the data points in the line. Moving towards next MCQs. A transformer transfers voltage, power, current, frequency. So our correct option is a transformer is an electrical device that is used to transfer the electrical energy from one circuit to another through the principle of electromagnetic induction. It consists of two coils of wire called primary winding and the secondary winding, which are wound around a common iron core. The primary winding is connected to the source of alternating current AC voltage, and the secondary winding is connected to the load. Transformers do not change the frequency and the power of the input signal. The frequency of the output signal is the same as the input signal, and the power is conserved, neglecting losses in the transformer. Thus, a transformer is a device that is used to transfer the voltage of an AC signal from one level to another without changing its frequency or power. So it's all about today. If you want more content like this, can subscribe my YouTube channel and stay up to date with the latest information technology. Stay tuned. Thanks for today. Moving towards next MCQs. Conjugation X, Y behaves on binary digits dated in ordinary algebra. Option A is addition, option B is subtraction, option C is multiplication, option D is multiplication. So they are both option C and D are same. So here correct option is multiplication. The conjugation operation X, Y and binary digits behaves like the logical gate and operation in ordinary algebra, which is a form of multiplication.